pushes me away, right, my hands are going to the inferior segment. So for example, if I'm testing L1 and L2, right, I'm going to hold here, right? I'm holding this segment here. Say this is L2, this is L1. And then I'm pushing him, right? I'm pushing him as a functional unit. So what am I doing? As I'm pushing him, and as he's pushing me away, this is happening, right? This, right, is really positive. So you really see positive. But if it was positive, you put one finger here, you can feel this guy go this way. Okay? So what it looks like is like this, right? L2, L1, push me away, and see, nope. Then I go to L2, L3, L2, nope. L4, L5, sorry, L4, L3, nope. And then L5, S1, nope. Okay? Next, lying side, face me. Okay, now we're going to do anterior draw. That's not anterior draw, anterior translation test. Ready? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. All right? But for this technique, we're going to do a relative technique. Instead of doing this, I'm going to take his legs. Right? And I'm going to push it this way to do this, which is a relative what? Anterior translation. Remember, this is the anterior translation, and if this moves posteriorly, it's still an anterior translation. Because why? The reference point is always the superior segment. Okay? And when you do this, the hips, very important, has to be flexed below 70 degrees. If you flex it too high, right, you are what? Tightening the thoracolumbar fascia, then everybody is going to be stable. So you gotta make sure it's not getting help from the thoracolumbar fascia. Okay? So I'm same thing. One hand here, one hand here. I'm going to take my right thigh and push, right? I'm pushing his thigh this way, and I'm asking myself, do I feel this? Do I feel this? Okay? This one's much more common. I see this much more often. Right? So I'm going to do it for real. Fine, remember, L5, right? L4 is big and broad. Big and broad. Okay. That's L5. This is S1. Right? And then I push. Right? And I should not see this go this way. Right? And he is positive. Right? That's probably why he has all these symptoms right now. Right? You see that? I don't want to test too much. I'm going to aggravate him, right? But we'll do it one more time. Look at my fingers. You see how they're lined up? Right? When I push, look, I could go much more that way. Okay? That's L5, S1. So then I'm going to go to L5, L4, L5, right? Do the same thing. Now when look, that's stable. I don't feel any give. L3, L2, and so forth, and so forth. All those guys are fine. So now you see he has a lot of motion, right? That's why he's in a lot of pain right now, right? His instability is at L5, S1, but if you guys notice, he said his BMC that helped him was like L4, L5. So this segment is moving too little, and this guy is moving too much. Okay? So that's why he's having his symptoms, right? So that is for anterior stress test, right? The next one is for lateral translation. This one, we do it the whole entire segment. We don't do one level at a time. You actually put your arm above the iliac crest and you push down. You see what I'm doing here? I'm doing what? A lateral stress test to all the lumbar segments. Okay? Positive is pain in the spine, not where you're pressing. Okay? I'm gonna do for you, okay? Any pain? To the spine or touching? Yeah, oh, okay. So that could be like refer pain from the spine. So the thing is, he's feeling like over here. That might be because weight burned into it, or the spine referring over there. So it's questionable whether that's positive or not. I'll do the same thing on the other side, okay? And the last one is I have to test rotation. Test rotation. Test rotation. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to what? Put my thumb on the top part, my index finger on the bottom part. See that there? And I'm going to twist them this way. All right? Very important. My hand goes over here. If I didn't do this, I'm just doing what? The whole entire lumbar spine. It says a U going past this segment. A U, right? The facets here, they're more in the sagittal plane. You only get like 1 to 2 degrees of rotation in the lumbar segment. So that's why you shouldn't see a lot of motion. So if I do it for real, right? Remember, I'm inferior, I'm superior, and I push. I'm supposed to wait like 10, 12 seconds, right? And that seems pretty stable. That's L1, L2. L2, L3, right? Positive is excessive motion or pain. Any pain with that? Okay. How about when I do this? And that's actually too much motion. Okay. Okay. And then any pain there? Okay. So L5, S1 was positive for both what? Rotation and for anterior translation. So he sounds like what type of instability? A flexion and rotation system. Yeah? Alright? So that's why it's good to do these stress tests, because I know what level it is, and I know how much shearing it is. That'll tell me about prognosis. So in his case here, I felt a lot of motion this way. Alright? That's why he's so acute. I don't want to use the word a lot in front of the patient, but it's mad. Alright? Right? So that explains his symptoms. Okay? So when you guys practice the stress test, then we do the muscle testing next. Okay?